The year is 2005, and most Flash games are all the same. Mario shoots people, you fire a kitten out of a cannon, you know, that kind of boring shit. Okay, Flash games were kind of cool, but then a game came along that was going to change my life forever. Stick Arena. All kids who spent hours on stickpage.com lost their shit. But wait, Lewis, I'm uncultured and had no childhood. What is Stick Arena? I am so glad that I acted like you and asked.
Let's watch some crazy stuff, yo! Jeez, Rick, oh my god! Hey, wait a minute, Rick. I thought this was a commercial. What's going on? I mean,
relax, Morty. Don't worry about it. Let's just see where this goes.
Alright, so let's talk about the game. Stick Arena is a two-dimensional multiplayer top-down shooter developed by XGen Studios. Stick Arena is in a deathmatch format where the player with the most kills at the end of 5 minutes wins.
Shit, I can't watch this. Get over here.
The first version of Stick Arena was released in 2005, and most versions of Stick Arena played in a browser and required the support of Adobe Flash's plugin. However, a Steam port of the latest version of the game was released on July 24th, 2018, but the game has since been removed, probably due to lack of players, but we'll get to that later. If my memory serves me well, I first played Stick Arena on addictinggames.com. To be 100% honest with you, I can't for the life of me remember what website it was on when I first found the game.
Dementia.
But to be honest, that might just convey just how good this game was. It overshadowed the whole website to me. Some people say it was only on xgenstudios.com, but for some reason I just don't feel like that's where I found the game originally. But whatever. Stick Arena wasn't just some goofy shooter game. It was serious business. For many, it was the first online action game they had ever played. Remember, this game came out in 2005. That's the same year as the Xbox 360, Nintendo DS, and 1 year before the PS3. Call of Duty 4 was 2 years away. No Doritos and Mountain Dew XP packs for this game. No, sir. You had to earn that XP the old-fashioned way, and I loved it. Anyway, flash forward to 2008, and XGen Studios drops this 360p banger of a video. My 11-year-old mind was blown. Holy crap, it was amazing. It came with all new maps and weapons. Up until now, all you had was your fist, the pistol, the AK, the sledgehammer, shotgun, and katana. You also had a bat, but nobody used it because it was shit. But now you have items out of like a sci-fi movie. A chainsaw, flamethrower, laser sword, railgun, chain gun, Tesla helmet, oh my, a level editor, gambling! Not really. This was going to be the best game ever. Oh. Okay, it's pretty much the same game. But who cares? The game was awesome! And then Dimensions came out, and to my knowledge, it was the same game, just at a higher resolution, so I'm probably gonna be using footage from that game. But this game had swag. You could change the spinny color thing, have pets. Among Us wasn't the first person to think of this. No, Stick Arena walked so that they could run.
You can do what?
Countless hours were spent on this game. It even had a battle pass, which back in 2008 was still kind of cool. You know, this was before kids were making John Wick floss and, you know, Ninja was embarrassing himself on live television.
Show me what you got. Show me what, just move. If you got to know it, just move. It's all I want to see, some movement. I'm not seeing enough movement.
But even though it was a new idea, battle passes were still bullshit back in 2008. Don't you worry. Remember all those cool new weapons I mentioned? The level editor? It needed the goddamn battle pass. X-Gen, I love you, but you can go to hell for this one. That was what made your new game a new game, and I had to pay money for it. This would have been fine if it was a whole brand new game, but it was the same base game at its core. It was literally DLC in my opinion. It was fantastic, don't get me wrong, but I feel like your target demographic were kids who couldn't afford it. I couldn't, that's why I never played it. But you know what? Way too many people have bitched about battle passes online, so I'm not gonna waste your time, I'm gonna move on. Just know it sucks, I hated it, and couldn't afford it, so never played this version of the game. I was still able to play, just not with other people who had a battle pass. Or sorry, a lab pass. But forget the lab pass, let's talk weapons.
Now, who could that be? Good day, and how may I help?
Fists! The starting item of any good shooting game. No one likes to use their fists, okay? But if you don't give us the option, we're gonna riot. Anyways, using your fists will score you a whopping 12 damage, resulting in a 9-hit kill. Like I said, no one wants to use the fist, but at least we have the options for fun little memes with our buds. The Glock. 20 damage per shot, resulting in a 5-hit kill. The go-to weapon if you need something quick and effective. The Bat. 33 damage and never kills anybody because it's slow and it sucks. The AK-47, the 3-round burst fire, 17 damage, 6-hit kill, my personal weapon of choice back then. The double barrel shotgun, 35 damage, 3-hit kill. This weapon was okay, but if you miss one shot in a firefight, you're almost guaranteed to lose, so not the weapon of choice. The katana, 15 damage, 7-hit kill. An acceptable weapon if you're at close range. Not great, but it does attack quickly, so it will get the job done. Unfortunately, you will almost always win your fights with less than 10 HP. The sledgehammer. The sledge is a slow one-hit kill, best weapon in the game. No grenades, no flashbangs, so if someone was winning and they just camped in a room with one door and they were holding the sledgehammer, you had no choice but to try to fake them out and challenge them. Nothing felt better than when a person swung and missed trying to kill you, because you knew you won that fight hands down, unless you fucking suck. Okay, now on to the ballistic weapons. Now, I was 12, so I didn't have the battle pass, and I couldn't get any of these weapons, so we're just gonna speed round this one because I don't have a lot of opinions on these. The laser sword. Looks a lot like the katana, 17 damage, 6-hit kill. Neat. The chainsaw. If the double barrel was close range, question mark. 35 damage, 3-hit kill. Tesla helmet. Stupid fast, AoE damage, 10 damage, 10-hit kill. It seems cool. Seems cool, especially if you're getting charged at by a bunch of people with swords, but that probably never happens. Chain gun, 15 damage, 7-hit kill. Actually seems pretty standard for how fast it shoots. The flamethrower, 17 damage, 6-hit kill. Okay, the flamethrower looks really cool because it looks like it's just a continuous stream of damage, which that probably would have been one of my go-to weapons. The railgun. Imagine getting so close to killing somebody, That's what the railgun seems like. I don't, you know, in Call of Duty when you get hit markers, this seems like the hit marker machine. It does 10 less damage than a one-hit kill, which is fine because that would absolutely be too overpowered, but I don't see the point in using this like at all. And I mean, maybe in a team game where somebody else can shoot once with the Glock and then somebody can finish them with the railgun, but even then, if you miss, you're pretty fucking useless. I don't know. I'm not into those high-risk, high-reward guns. And that's all of them. Occasionally you'd run into a hacker and they'd have an auto pistol hack, which was probably one of the coolest weapons in the game, the auto pistol. You know what, fuck it, let's talk about the hackers. Okay, let's not act like this game was all good. Hackers were rampant. Super sledge attacks, God mode, walking through walls and shit, it was annoying. There was also the auto pistol that I talked about, which was really the only cool one, but it was very difficult to find footage of it. This is the footage I found just searching Stick Arena hackers. It goes on for pages and pages. People just cataloged the hackers they would run into. Shout out to this guy for doing it for years. But Christ, finding footage of this game was so damn difficult. All of it has 3 days grace and Paralyzer thrown over it. This was old YouTube. And all of it is 10 FPS and shot on Bandicam. This shit is so annoying. Anyways, hacking was super easy and a huge problem. The only thing in place to combat it was a vote to kick system. But if I remember correctly, you could just rejoin. So yeah, that was cool. Good job, Xgen Studios. Now story time. It's 2009. I remember getting so mad at a clan battle that went wrong. We lost. You know, I was 14, I was a grown man. I wasn't about to take this lying down. I went online and searched up some hacks for the game. I was led to this super sketchy website. You know, any normal person would have backed down, but I didn't care. My honor was on the line. I had no concern for viruses. I was a healthy boy, I got my vaccines. I didn't know the value of money, it wasn't my computer. The hamster was running on the wheel in my head and I hit download. This was about to be epic. There was no turning back. They weren't hacks. I downloaded a virus, and a pretty bad one. My mouse would bounce around like it was at its own private rave, my disk tray would open every couple of seconds, and now I had to tell my dad what I had done. I lied. I lied through my teeth. And he grounded me. And I lost the computer. That shit was broken. Anyway, sad face, bad ending. Press F to continue, all because of a bad clan battle. Alright, so the final thing I want to talk about, because I do really love this game, was its port over to Steam. Its port over to Steam was atrocious. Okay, you know how much I love this game. Look at all the facts and shit that I dug up about this game, right? So this game went to Steam in 2018. I never heard about it, but apparently all the issues that I discussed in this game were never fixed. If you go to all the reviews, almost all of them are negative, talking about how the game was abandoned, how they can't even get on the servers anymore. I don't understand the point of porting it over to Steam to a completely new audience in 2018 if you just weren't gonna keep up with it. If this game was re-released right now, you know what? If this video blows up, Xgen, if you see it, bring it back, baby. This was my game. Anyway, Stick Arena was a great game. Big part of my life, hopefully a lot of y'all's lives. I know it got kind of weird that I'm showing my face at the end of this video, but I wanted you to at least know who I am in case you're not subscribed and you came by just to watch the video. Anyway, appreciate you whichever one you are, and you guys have a good day. Or night. Have a good day.